Good morning. How are you this morning? Are you fine? Are you good looking? Holly wants to come in and say hi. Say hi, Holly. Uh-oh, where are you at? Holly, where you at? There you are. Yes, you are. Are you a good dog? You're a good dog, ain't you, Holly? All right, get out of here. We got stuff to do. All right. What we're doing is we're looking at some packages this morning, and there they is. All right. There goes my glasses. Every time I take off or put this on, it kind of screws up my glasses. So it looks like I lost some videos. Don't know what happened. One whole section of videos looks like it got deleted. I don't know how. I don't know why. But we were going to start all over again. So here we are. After checking mail this morning, John is going to be here a little bit later to pick up Holly. I had to watch Holly. Had to take daughter up in Minnesota for dance competition. So I am going to be opening up a few packages and wait for John to show up here. Come pick up his lovely little Holly. You know, that dog, big dog. She is a big dog. I mean, it's got a paw about the size of half of my hand, the whole palm of my hand. She's got a big, big paw. And she doesn't really seem like she's a big dog, but she is. She's pretty strong. I had her out on a cable in the front yard, running back and forth, and she can sense that something was about to break. And sure enough, I saw her go taking off, running. Not a big deal because she'd gotten loose before, but she actually broke a ferrule, an aluminum ferrule that I had hammered closed, and she actually broke that. I could see her running back and forth excitedly. She wasn't chasing anything, but she knew that that thing was about to break. She took off, ran down a cornfield to the woods, which is a good quarter mile away, and she come running back when I called her. You can see her in the background back there. And she come running up to pick up, and I got a hand on her. And I just let her go. I figured she could run off a little energy, run around the farm. She was running around the yard. Not a big deal until she started running down the road to the neighbor's house. So I got in the pickup and went down the road. I called her. I mean, I stopped right there beside the road. She was in the ditch, called her. She came right up to pick up. We loaded up and I came home, and here we are. She just doesn't know enough to come when called yet. I have taught her to lay down. Not quite on command yet, but pretty close with treats. I've taught her to shake left-handed, so it'll be right pawed for her. And I've taught her to shake right-handed, which would be left pawed for her. And everything is treat motivated right now. So we're getting her trained. It's just that the girl that owned her she's in high school. She's a senior. She doesn't have time for the dog. The dog should just be given up or given to somebody who can spend time with it. I can't spend enough time with this dog. In the house, yes, I can. If it was a pit bull, it would be, or a Staffordshire Terrier, it would be different because they don't have the same energy level that this dog has. This dog has tremendous energy. So yeah, let's do that. let's look at some. This one's from Big T. And I didn't really buy much this auction. And I don't think I bought anything this last auction. I tried, but I didn't get anything. I mean, I really did. I tried. I got to the auction late, but I tried to buy stuff and I just couldn't get anything bought. So this was from the auction before, that's how it works. Okay. Like I said, we didn't get much, maybe a couple items. Huh. I don't know what that is. I got an 1870 Canadian 5-cent piece. And I'm really working on the 1870s and 60s. The 80s and the 90s are easy to get. The 70s, 60s aren't. I even got some 50s. This one has a little dent in it, though. A little dent right there in the middle, kind of. It's not the best. Right there on the back of the neck, there's a dent. Let's see if we can see the back of her. Come on, you. There you go. Not too bad. It's not too good, but it's not too bad. I will look to upgrade, but if this is the only one I got, then this is the only one I got. We have to change the view, I think. How do we change the view? There we go. We got to change that view so you can actually read that thing. So it's not bad. I mean, it's not the best, but it's not bad. I will look to upgrade that one, but 1870. I'm sure I don't have an 1870. And I have one other thing here, and I'm not real sure. I know what I'm, because Ralph doesn't send, Big T doesn't send an invoice. You have to go back and look, but I think this is a 1 gram gold Geiger, I think. Upside down again. Yeah, 1 gram gold Geiger. I didn't know I had bought it, but I did. So that is actually a surprise for me. I didn't realize that I had bought some gold. But that's cool. I like that. I mean, it's not a bad thing. Well, let's look at what we got from Matt Sacker, should we? Let's do this. I want to try and save as much of these envelopes as I can. Okay. There we go. All right. Now, maybe. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. Look at that. That's good. Hey, Scotty. How are you doing, buddy? You got a 1969. The 60s are the hardest ones for me to get. Hold up a second. You get out of here. Let me go up here for a minute. Let me look. Small nickels, 1890. I got to get the other one. Small nickels. 1870s. I have two. I have an 1870 plain and an 1872H. I have no 1860s and only one 1858. 1880s, I have almost all of them. I need an 81, 83, and an 84, but I have all the rest of them. The 60s are the hardest ones for me to get. I have two 70s, 150. I have no 60s. No 60s whatsoever. So if you ever want to get rid of that one, let me know, bud. Yeah, 60s are a hard one for me to get. All right, let's see what we got from Mad Stacker here. I know usually I see something up on his table and I'll just write him an email and offer to buy it, but that's awful weird, that piece of paper there. Just a fucking space filler, that's what that is. All right, let's see what we got here. I know I bought something. Pretty sure I did anyway. Get that out of the way. It's a maple, I'm pretty sure, but just don't know which maple. Oh, yes, I do know which maple. I didn't have this privy. Is that privy? It's the Edison light bulb privy. I did not have that one. Nice looking coin. I said, because somebody won one in a race, and I said, if you ever find another one, let me know. Evidently, he's got a good LCS because he found another one for me. And then let's look. Hold up a second. Let's look while we're here. I got that list is under here. Come on. Sit up there. Privy marks. I've got the tank, privy, cougar, yin yang, dragon, monkey, fireworks, koi fish, rooster, ram, leaning tower, grizzly bear, snake. I got four snakes. One in 2020, or no, one in 2000, three in 2013. Get out of here. And maple leaf with the number 150 underneath it and left of the maple leaf stem. And I don't know what that one is, but I got one. So now I have the Edison privy. I'm just trying to collect all my maple with privies on that I can. Or the special maples like the 25th year anniversary, 30th year anniversary, all of those. Trying to collect them all. So let's get a couple of stands up here. We'll put them right on top of the aliens. How's that? We'll put them right up on top of the aliens. Yeah, I hadn't remembered about that gram of gold, but that's all right. I can handle that. I can handle a gram of gold. Especially with gold going up and down and all over the goddamn place. I believe in my heart of hearts that silver was the old currency. Then we went to the gold standard. It was a silver standard. Then we went to the gold standard. And now I think we're going to the digital standard. And I don't think there's any looking back from that. I really don't. And before I buy any digital asset, I want to make sure which digital asset is going to be the digital asset that we're going to need to have. So, I don't know. We really need to decide as a people, as a society, what we're going to put our wealth in. I mean, you know, we've had everything for money. We've had seashells, we've had rocks, we've had gold, we've had silver, we've had commodities in a barter economy. We've had food, we've had labor. All of that can be money. It's just, what are we as a society going to settle on for money? And it's not a big deal, and there's money to be made. It's just that we as a society, this one ain't gonna open up. We as a society have to decide on what we're going to use for money. What we're going to use as a store of, maybe not as a store of wealth, but as a means of barter or a means of exchanging. God damn it. Exchanging value with each other. Come on. Oh, bitch. I would say that right now, everyone is pretty much losing faith in the dollar. I mean, I have. I don't know. You probably have. Or are in the process of losing faith in a dollar. I don't particularly trust the dollar anymore. I have some silver as an investment and a store of wealth. I have gold as a store of wealth. Plus, I have an annuity. So, and a savings account. Looks to me like we're going to have to open this one up like this. And yeah, I saved that one pretty much. All right. 1, 2, 3 packages. All right. Whew. Man, that's what I call packaged up. Nice job, Mrs. Coin Crew. All right. More packages. All right. I think I got some more constitutional, but Let's throw them in the drawer real quick. All right. I'm doing okay. Glad you're doing all right, bud. All right, let's dump this bag of stuff out. See what we got. I know I got some constitutional in there, pretty sure. Yeah. Let's see what we got. We got a $5 bag of Kennedy's, I think. These Kennedy's. Good God almighty. Yep, Kennedy's. 64s. So we got a $5 bag of Kennedy's. And what else did we get here? Be last. What do we got here? Canadian. This is a 1960 Voyager dollar. I'll put that one right over there. We need some stands up here. There's a 60. I don't know if I got a 60. I have to look on the sheet. Not too bad, toning up a little bit, but a 1960 Voyager dollar. And it's kind of hard for me to know exactly what I have for Voyagers. I gotta look. I got a lot of Voyager dollars, let's put it that way. And then what do we got? Maple Leafs. Maple Leafs. I bought 3 Maple Leafs. I gotta fill up a tube yet. So they all look like this. They're all Maple Privy, Maple Leaf. I think these are 2025s. Oh, these are 2017s. Yeah, it looks like 2017 that came out of a roll. Yep, they're all 2017s. So we can put them right over there with that other maple. There's some 2017s. Oop, I better put that right there so I remember what the hell I paid for them. Boy, that sun really sucks on there, don't it? All right, let me turn down the... I got one other piece here, but let me turn this light off. That doesn't help at all, does it? That doesn't really help at all. That's just like light coming in from the east window. That's all it is, man. Light coming in from the east window. Uh-oh. Ah, come on, you prick. I'll put you up there like that. All right, the only thing I can do is maybe kind of turn these like this. That's about the only thing I can do to get out of here. Would you get out of here? Go on. You goofball. Get out of here. Back up. Back up and get out. All right. Last thing I got left is a piece of gold. I bought another 1/10 ounce. What did I get? I got a AGE this time. I got another one coming, but it's a maple. So yes, I bought another 1/10 of an ounce of gold. And I believe this is a what? Or we gotta have Old Eyes. It's a 2014. Yeah, 2014. So we got a 2014 piece of gold. That's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all. So we got, what, 4 grams of gold today? I can handle that. 4 grams. All right, let's put this stuff back into the bag so I remember what I paid for stuff so I can write it down later. You know, really when I write stuff down, I mean, I inventory stuff, but I don't really write down a lot of times what I paid for stuff. Just simply because who's ever going to get this stuff after I die, my daughter, by the time they decide to sell it, prices are going to have changed. And when they go to sell it, I'm hoping that they will go to a reputable buyer and do their research on buyers and know what stuff is worth before they go to sell it. I find it amazing that people say leave an inventory for who's ever going to inherit or get your heirs, who's ever going to get your coins, your silver, your stack, your collectibles, your gold, whatever. But in another 15, and I figure I got another 15 years left, probably. I'll be 85. I figure I'll probably be dead real close to then. No, I mean, it could be like my mother died when she was 88. My dad died when he was 33, but that was a special case. That was Korean War cancer. There, I got him. But let me move the table back a little bit. We will reposition the camera. We'll reposition the camera. And all right, we'll turn you around so you can see me and my ugly face. Yeah, right there. All right, you don't really need to see me that close up, though. Yeah. Damn it. There, that's better. No, don't want to do that. Yeah, that's what we want to do. So Mr. Turkey's in the picture. Hey, Kellen. We're just talking about something. You know, it really, when you leave stuff for your heirs, yeah, it's a good thing you should inventory because you're going to have a lot of stuff that you maybe want to have them know what you have, but the thing is, you leave them prices on stuff that you paid for it. By the time they go to sell it, hey Sterner, how you doing, buddy? The time they go to sell it, the spot prices of all those metals will have gone all different kinds of ways, up, down, sideways. So there's no sense of leaving an inventory with what you paid for it because what you paid for it is irrelevant to them. It's irrelevant to them. Oh, the only relevancy is for you if you go to sell it, because then you know what you paid for it and you know what your profit margin is or your spread, and that's the only relevance. If you die in 20 years, say you're 56 now or 60, let's say you're 60 and you got, I don't know, 50, 300, $400,000 worth of metals right now at today's prices. In 20 years, when you're 80 and you bite the big one, take the dirt nap, what are the prices going to be then? Whoever sells the stuff is not going to care what you paid for it. It could be more than what they're getting. It could be less than what they're getting. It could be exactly the same as what they're going to sell it for. It makes no difference to them because they don't have a spread to worry about. It's all profit to them. So that's why I don't write prices down. I keep sheets. If somebody sends me invoices, I will keep them. And I have a big pile from Durbin. I have a big pile from APMEX, MMX, all the major places I buy, Silver Gold Bull, whatever. But as far as keeping track of prices, writing it down, I don't do that. Like I say, it doesn't make a difference to who sells it in 20 years. Yeah, and my middle daughter and my youngest both, because they're the ones that live close. My oldest is in Philadelphia. She would have no clue what I got, other than the fact that she knows that I stack metals. But the other two know what I got, where I got it, what the combinations are, and where the keys are at. Two of them know that. So one can't screw the other one or the other two out of their fair share. And you always got to look at that too. Excuse me. You always have to look at that also. God, I got to have some coffee this morning. Man. Holly, that dog that you just saw running around here, you would not believe. Can you jump up here for a minute? No? You're going to carry around your toy. Give me that thing. Come up here. Come on. Get up here. Come on. Jump up. Jump up. You're not going to jump up, are you? There you go. There you go. Come on over here. Look at that. Yeah, yes. All right. She's a pretty big dog. Look at the size of them paws. It's a big dog. And I didn't realize just how powerful this dog is until I had her out on a cable this morning. I got a cable that's about 30 foot long tied to the tree out front. Comes up to the front door. And what do you want, man? You were just being a pest this morning, ain't you? You being a pest this morning, ain't you? I got you. Now what are you going to do? I got you. I got you. Yeah. You just like nibbling on hands, don't you? You just like nibbling on hands, don't you? I got you. Look at that. See, I got her. Now she can't move. Now she can't bite. See, I got her. Look at that. I stick my finger right down in her throat. I stick my finger right down in her throat. And that actually helps when you want to investigate her teeth and stuff. Yeah, I know. What? You just like to chew. You just like to chew. You just like to chew on stuff, don't you? Let me see. Let me see your mouth. Let me see your mouth. Good dog. Good dog. Yes, you're a good dog. I know you are. All right, get out. Here. Take your toy and get down. All right. You just don't realize how powerful a dog that is. I mean, she's thin. She doesn't only weigh maybe I'm going to guess 60 pounds. She's a golden doodle. Not the smartest dog in the world, but she's trainable. And she does have a good nose. But she got loose one other time, ran around here. I mean, up and down a cornfield, a quarter mile away, come back. I just opened up the front door and she ran in the house. All right. I give her praise for that. Give her a treat. Today, she ran up and down the cornfield and running around the property here because I got 3 acres to live on, and I'm on 160 acres. So there's 80 acres right around the house of farm ground, and then there's 80 acres, 40 acres right around the house here. And then there's 80 acres of woods down there, or 70, and river bottom. And then there's another 40 acres on the other side. Oh, farm ground. And she'll run all the way to the woods and back and forth. And this dog just loves to run. Anyway, she started running down the road this morning. And I had to get in the pickup and chase her down. She was down to the neighbors almost. And she was in a ditch. I stopped. She came up. I caught her, put her in the pickup, came home. But she broke that cable. She actually could feel that it was about ready to break, and she just kept lunging at it and actually pulled the cable out of a ferrule because I have looped around double ferrule, and then I hammer them flat. She broke that thing. She actually broke it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I'm talking about you. You know I'm talking about you too, don't you? You goofy dog. You goofy dog. Yeah, you just want to, she doesn't bite. She just put your hand in her mouth. I don't know why she does that. Just very, very gently. And I'm trying to train her not to do that. And so that's why I grab her by her nose or by her bottom jaw like this. But she just goes right back to it. It's just her thing. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, man. And she's very, very gentle. Very, very gentle. I don't know if that's the pup in her or the insecurities or what. And then she licks your head after she just. Thank you, freaking. And then she licks your hand like she's sorry. Yeah, you're a good dog. All right, go play someplace. Go get some toys. Go get some toys. Thank you. Anyway, I had to get in the pickup and run down the road real quick and put her on a leash and come back with her. She's a good dog, except her owner is a young girl who's she's had her for a year now, or a year and a half. Young girl in high school, but she's a senior this year. Dance competitions all over the state. Her dad, single dad, divorced. He has custody. He's in the National Guard. He's E7, senior E7 in the Guard. And, he's got like a year and a half to go before he retires. And he's way up in Camp Ripley up in Minnesota is where he goes to drill. And we're down in northern Iowa. So he's got a, 3-hour drive to get up there? 2 hours, 45 minutes. And so when he goes to drill, he stays up there. He doesn't come home. So there's nobody around here to take care of the dog if she's doing something at school. So I am the convenient babysitter a mile up the road. So I've got you. I had you overnight tonight. They're supposed to pick her up today. So she doesn't know how to sleep in a bed. I don't know where she slept last night, if she was on the couch or not, but I don't think she's allowed on couches. Anyway, I've never seen her on the couch. She lays on the carpet, on the rugs. I think they crate her at night. I'm going to have to find out, but I think they crate her at night. I'm going to try and get her used to sleeping in a bed with me. Right? I'll try and get you there. Yeah, I know. You know I'm talking about you, don't you? You know it. Anyway, she's a good dog. She's house trained and she holds it really well. Um, you just have to pick up on her subtle little hints to let her out, and yeah. But I got another chain out the back door, tied around my clothesline pole, and that one's a chain. That one isn't a cable, so that one ain't breaking anytime soon. I let her out last night, and of course the deer were up here just right south of the yard by the apple tree because they know. And there was 8 of them up here last night, and she just went nuts. For some reason, she wants to chase deer, and we can't have that, can we? Because if you chase a deer, you're not going to be back for a while. You're going to be on the other side of the section or 2 sections away. And when I talk about a section, I talk about a square mile section, mile by mile by mile by mile. But where I live, it's 2-mile sections. So it's a mile across, but it's 2 miles long. And I got one on the east side of the road here, and I got one that I live on at 2-mile sections. So hard to tell where she would end up if she was chasing deer. I mean, she'd be all over. They know when they're being talked to. Just like she's got her nose right up here, right now, right here, laying on my lap, right on my thigh. Yeah. And then you're trying to get my fingers, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah, she knows when she's being talked about. That's for damn sure. Yeah, that was the one thing I wanted to bring up was inventory of your coin collections in your stack. It's like inventory of my guns. I have an inventory of my guns, but I will not put on there what I paid for them because a lot of times I don't remember. Although I do have a book with receipts in, keep receipts from gun dealers, anyway, from FFLs that where I buy guns. That I will keep those receipts, but because I have a record when I buy, because they have a record when they sell, and the government has a record also. But when I sell a gun, if I sell a gun, I want to know who I sell it to and for how much, just in case it comes back on me from something that they did and when I sold it. When, how much, to who, what their address is at the time. Um, so I take care of stuff that way. But as far as coins and the value of coins, the value of your stack, the value of silver, gold, the value of your guns, when you leave them to somebody and they sell them, they don't care what you paid for them. You're dead. They don't care. It's just income to them. It's pure profit for them. And if they keep them, all the better. But then they know what stuff is worth and how it appreciates. But the only reason to keep track of prices is for you. When you sell, if you sell something 10 years down the road, 5 years down the road, that you know what your profit margin is, or if you made any money at all. That's what that price list is for. That's for you. It's not for your heirs, for somebody that's inheriting your stuff. So that's my 2 cents worth, you know. The 2023 D Lincoln sent with the extra V. Is extra V before or after the V on VDV? Well, I don't know because I am not a penny collector. I have bought some pennies, and I'll buy penny rolls of pennies, 1 or 2 at a time, depending on what they're what they cost, but I bought one bag of mint sewn bag of pennies, and I think they were 70s, 70 somethings. There was another bag that was for sale, and I might talk to Joe about it because it didn't get sold, but they were 60s. They were in the 60s. But when I bought one bag, it was 180 bucks. All right. And that was a month ago. This month, he's selling another bag. And granted, they're a decade older, but they have gone up to $225. So they went up 45 bucks in a month. Dude, I could never search coins like you guys do because you have to have a lighted microscope in order to see all of the little doubling and triplings, the double die stamps, the cracks, the voids, the double dates, the double, it's bad enough that I have to sit there and look at dates on pennies and dimes and nickels with this thing and go through them because I just been going through pennies, Canadian pennies. Now I got to go through these nickels. Now I got more. How many more nickels do I have? These are dimes right here. I got to go through these dimes. Not as many as the nickels and pennies, but yeah, these are all the nickels. I mean, a fucking bag. And then I have to go through these quarters also. The 50-cent pieces aren't bad, but the, these are nickels here. And these are the V nickels that I found in that pile of nickels for my brother. I found 3 V nickels. Found 3 of them in there. So, and then here's some more I got to go through. And then I think those are some more right there. Nickels, just nickels up the butt, man. And then, where are the other ones? I got quarters and dimes here. Let me see. Those are nickels. Those are nickels. Here, this is a bag of quarters that I have to go through so far. I don't have as many of those. Those are the V nickels. And here's the other bag of nickels that have to be, they have to be written down. I've gone through these, except for these other little bags here, but I have to go through them. And then these are the other quarters that I found. These were the, I don't know if you can see them through the plastic. I might have to take them out, but see, those are the RCMP quarters, the commemorative quarters. I might have to take one out. I went through the quarters that I had anyway, and I found those. Let me see, that's a Bobcat quarter there. I always look at those, the Bobcats. Oh, maybe it'll come out better now. Yeah, I'll hold it like that. And see. There you go. The RCMP quarter. What is that, 73 to 83? I got 2 of them out of that bunch of quarters that I had. Yeah, 1873 to 1973. It was the RCMP quarters. And then I found another Bobcat. So I try to keep all the commemorative coins separate unless they're in a set. unless they're in a set. And those go with the rest of these caribou quarters. But yeah, just going through coins. I mean, I'm just looking at dates. Hey, Cartier Silver, how you doing, guys? I do not know about the extra V because I'm not a penny guy. I'm really not. The only pennies that I have are those rolls of pennies that I buy on Durbans or maybe Big T's, Mama T's, but I just buy them for an investment purpose. I don't go through pennies. So if somebody 20 years from now wants to buy those pennies to go through them and search them themselves, yeah, I'll sell them at a profit. But my idea is that my girls are going to get them and they're going to sell them for whatever they're going to get for them. And it's all profit to them. So it's not something that I look to make money on. I personally do not look to make money on it unless I'm selling it back and forth or something off my table or something like that. That's different. The stuff I'm giving to my daughters, that's on them. I am doing all right, Cartier. I just, it always amazed me. Some of the streamers on YouTube, they didn't know how to pronounce your name. I heard all kinds of Cartier, all kinds of, I don't know, maybe I live too close to Canada. I don't know. 42 over a 41 dime. And a 61 double die. And now I don't know what, I know what a double die strike is, but I don't know what an FS is. I just have no clue. Hey, Sig. Yeah, I know. It's like when I first changed my name from my regular name to Goomba, I put Gumba, and people kept pronouncing it Gumba. Well, it's Goomba, like the Italian Goomba. Like, think of the Italian mob, you're a Goomba, which means you're just a big, goofy friend, Goomba, you're a Goomba. And so I had to change the name again and respell it Goo, so people would say goo. It's funny. It's funny. You always assume everybody knows what you're talking about, but I found over the years that, well, you really have to be specific when you're talking about stuff because people just get the wrong idea. Fave, you mean Dave and Stanton? Dave and Stanton are designers of the varieties. And see, I don't know anything about that. I would have to go and look it up, but I'm not that interested. So maybe I should be. Maybe I have a $1,000 penny or a $500 penny. Maybe I have. What? Would you have to go outside? What? I'm busy right now. And you just went potty a little while ago. You got water and you got food. I know you do. Potty? Okay. All right. I am going to go take her out, and I will talk to you guys later, I guess. We'll see what she wants. See you guys. You got to go outside.